Hey, it's the Rooster, Bobby Leach for the TimesWeekly.com. Lockport came into Week 3 searching for their first win of the season and invited Lincoln Way East to their home and conference opener Friday night, hoping to turn their misfortunes around against the Griffins. Let's just say that was a tall order against top-ranked East, who's undefeated, but after giving up an early score, the Porters hung with the Griffins 6-0 until late in the first half. Trailing 13-0 after a 2-yard dive from tailback Nick Colangelo with just under 3 minutes left to play in the half, Lockport unraveled. The Griffin defense, who was sensational all evening, smothered Porter Jr. quarterback Ryan Dalton in the backfield as he dropped back to pass, but instead faced a jailbreak and was sacked twice, pinning Lockport inside their own 10-yard line and forcing punter Aaron Ambrose to kick from his own end zone. Another jailbreak, and he went down for a 2-point safety. On the ensuing kick, Griffin senior Mo Alzamar broke to the right and returned it to the Lockport 22-yard line, setting up a stunning final play. Griffin senior quarterback Tom Fusel faked the pitch to Colangelo and split the defense for a 22-yard score and a 21-0 lead at half, stunning Lockport with the 3-minute scoring barrage at the end of the half. Fusel and Colangelo combined for 295 yards on the ground on 22 carries, which was more than enough to keep Lockport winless this season, 35-0, and improve the Griffin record to 3-0 on the year. Lincoln Way East will take on Homewood Flossmoor next week.
Big win for you guys. Big start this year. 3-0 coming out of the gate. Two big wins early on in the season. Coming in your conference schedule. HF next week. But this has got to feel good for you guys heading into the season.
A lot of credit to Lockport coming out and playing tough early. We were a little flat, but I thought our kids got going in the second quarter. We made too many mistakes tonight, but to come up here and get a shutout, we're pleased against the Lockport team that's got a storied tradition.
Worried at all about HF, their athletes? I mean, surprised if you guys here in the early going, especially with their non-conference wins.
Oh, sure. HF is, they are who we think they are. We talk about HF, and it's in the same category as the top teams in the state. So we will have to be at our absolute best to have a chance next week.
Beginning of the year, I mean, you're filling in for, Blake Winkler, not a D1 guy, Gatorade Player of the Year. That first game, that first quarter, you kind of had to settle in a little bit. Since then, you've just tearing it up. Again tonight, same thing. I mean, you got some wheels. You can run with the ball. Didn't have to throw a lot tonight, especially with this wind.
Yeah. Well, I mean, after the first game, our offense just gets confidence, but, we got to stay disciplined. That's period. Discipline. We'll be fine.
You got some big contests next week, HF and Bolingbrook around the corner. I mean, those are pretty much your two biggest rivalries here right now, standing in the way of that perfect season. What do you guys got to do next week to slow down their athletes? Because they got an awful lot of athletes.
Yeah, we do. Well, we got total confidence in our defense. They've been lights out, and I believe in every single one of those guys because we got great captains on that side of the ball. But offensively, just stay disciplined, and we got to stay consistent to the rest of the game. Like this game, we score the first drive, and then we lay the next couple of drives. Then we don't pick it up until the second half. We got to stay disciplined, keep confident, we'll be fine.
You're a big kid. How is it that you're getting through the middle, and you got some field vision to be able to dodge some of them linebackers, but you've been doing it consistently now. You're a big target to take down for a defense, and yet you still keep putting up big yards.
Just run hard and run through the defense and never stop trucking. That's all I can do.
All right, hey, I'm with Ryan Dalton, and Ryan had to face big bad Lincoln Way East at home. They're a tough team every year. You guys are struggling a little bit this season, but young team, young squad. Did they hit any differently? I mean, did you feel any more pressure, defensive pressure, from East, as quarterback?
No, we really come into every team thinking, we're going to come out better than them. They just got off the ball a little faster than we did this year, this game, and I thought they really run a better team than us. We just, had some mental mistakes, and then I thought we could have won. We just had some mental mistakes.
Coach said too that you guys were moving the ball there a little bit in the first half, especially when you guys were running your smashes and you're getting just running right at them, just hard-nosed football, But getting to the outside, their quick corners were able to kind of keep you inside. And this win tonight wreaked havoc with throwing the ball.
Yeah, first half I thought it looked real good. It was 6-0 going in the second quarter, and then all of a sudden just stupid mental mistakes, and then we really can't blame the factors. Practicing it, got used to it, but really can't say anything more about it.
How's the team's psyche right now? 0-3, this has been a long time since Lockport's been an 0-3 team, but you got to take into consideration who you played.
Yeah, we got a tough schedule, but coming every game, we got it. We're going to keep fighting. We're going to get over it sooner or later,
All right, I'm with my boy, for all you guys out there that don't know this, we hung together a little bit here. I mean, coached you when you were young, and I can't say I coached you when you were little because you were never little. You were always bigger than me. But tonight, rough night for Lockport, rough season. Early in the early going here so far, 0-3. But I mean, you guys hung with Lincoln Way East, especially in that first half.
It's all just heart with it, really. It's the will to not give up. That's basically what the team is. We're not the biggest or the best team out there like they are, Division I athletes, but we do have that drive to be something better. Whether we win or lose, we're going to go out the bang.
Is there any laying down with this, guys? I mean, on the sidelines, you see anybody hanging their heads? I mean, last year, playoff game, so much electricity and energy on the team. This year, I think people are still trying to find themselves. Is that fair to say?
It's more trying to find themselves, and they got to come back to old school football. They're all trying to play it, fancy way and everything. I wouldn't trade the team. I'd go and 0-9 with them. I wouldn't care. What I'm saying? I mean, I think we got to find our niche and come together. That's all it's going to take.
Where are you going to go? I mean, do you want to? Are you trying to play at the next level?
Yes, I'm trying. Just seeing what can give me the best offers and where I can go. To where I can actually play.
Academics.
The academics are really good, but I'm looking for that too, and more schools. In like the Southern Illinois region and everything. So.
Maybe like the Ann Arbor region, Michigan?
Oh, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Looking at some schools down in Texas, actually, too. So
awesome.
Trying to spread it out.
First half, guys hung with them pretty good there. Couldn't move the ball offensively, but defensively came up with some big plays, especially in that first quarter.
Well, actually, we were moving the ball offensively, but we would put a couple decent plays together and then go backwards, and that's been a problem that we've had all season long. Is where you get a 2nd and 5, maybe a 3rd and 3, and then all of a sudden we're going back the other direction again. So again, that's the youngness, youth that we have offensively, and hopefully we can continue to make ourselves a little bit better.
Special teams tonight, kind of an issue for you guys. You got the block punt. They got a couple of that punt formation that they throw where they can either kick. It's kind of a soccer style kick, but he got away with that a couple of times.
Yeah, he did, and we'll talk about it. We had a couple guys who haven't played all season. This was their first chance of getting on the field, and they just weren't thinking. And we covered that stuff all weekend. They just made mental errors. Same thing with the punt. We know that they're going to come after punts. They're terrific special teams, and we knew they were coming after it. Our punter is a first-year football player, and just thought he'd take his time. I said, doesn't matter how pretty it looks. Just got to get it off. So,
John, is this the type of game that you just try to forget, or do you try to take some stuff away from this to
No, I think we can take some real positive things out of this. Again, this is a team that's ranked in the top 5 in the state, and we hung right with them the first half. It very easily could have been 6-0 at halftime rather than 21-0, and we made a couple errors there. Special teams hurt us a little bit, but overall, we got to look at the positive aspect of it, and we still have 5 ball games to go, 6 ball games to go, so there's plenty of season left for us to get things correct.